Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for another DC Comics review. And if it's one thing I firstly want to point out about this DC Comics review, this is actually an LCS or local comic store choice to which I will be reviewing. And yes, it was sent in the mail to me via All Star Comics, and a big thanks to them and a big thanks for the recommendation. So time to get into the review for this. Starting off with the cover, it's an absolutely incredible cover. The storyteller on this is Joelle Jones, and as you can see, she's also got Ballet, who has also helped with, I think it's the inks for the story. And do remember that Joelle Jones is not only writing this story, but she has also done art for the story too. So moving to the cover, does this cover in any way, shape or form give an indication of what actually happens with inside the story? Surprisingly, it does. And what rating have I given it? I have given it a 7.5 out of 10. Wonderful job, Joelle Jones. Wonderful job. So time to move into the internal art, where we'll look at the beginning, middle and the end. Starting off with the beginning. This is some of the art around the beginning, to which we actually get to view a very young Yara Flor. And this takes place as a, sort of like a bit of an origin around the character and her attitude and how she reacts in situations. Very nicely done. Time to move to the middle. And this is Yara Flor, once again, rushing to a scene to which there's been an accident. Really enjoy some of the art on here, but it probably wouldn't hurt to sort of include some wind lines of sorts with the character, because she looks a little bit static as to how she's running to the scene. And last but not least, the art towards the end of the story. I must admit, it was really quite good, and I liked what Joelle Jones did here with the story, including the work with her artist. It wasn't the best, but there are some areas to which it wouldn't hurt to say put some additional lines to indicate the character's actions. To which I gave the art a 7 out of 10. Now, moving into the story rating, as you know, I like to enjoy certain things within my story. In regards to, I like to address time, location. As this is a first issue, there'll probably be no need for comic references, though Joelle Jones might want to include them later on in later issues, whether it's to refer to this or maybe even to indicate something in relation to future state in regards to the character. Just in essence of something that you might be wanting, or that you might want to bring across from future state into this series. So starting off with the time, we got an area where it covered 1 hour later, and that was sort of like indicating after she had arrived at an airport and was making her way in traffic. The next thing that I like to enjoy in my stories is where is where are the locations that this character is going to or coming from. Of course, we see Yaraflor travel to Brazil. We get to see some flashbacks once again of her in Themyscira, Mount Olympus, Bana Migdal, and of course, last but not least, Rio de Janeiro. The cast of characters consisting of Yaraflor, Nubia, Artemis, Joelle and Kevin, and last but not least, Queen Faurala. Sorry if I'm butchering that, but it was really good in giving us a cast of characters to which she is connected to which I gave this story a 7 out of 10. Whether I'll go up and pick up the next issue, I don't know yet. I'd like to see how maybe the first 5 issues go, or the first arc comes along, and then maybe I might come back for back issues. Until then, please don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's keep it colourful. And if you've now made it to the end of this video, have yourself an awesome day.